Hi, welcome to another video. So, Gemini CLI has been getting some really good upgrades since it launched, and it has changed quite a bit now. That's why I thought I'd talk about this, because it is a really great alternative to Claude Code, and it's free, with some amazing limits, which is awesome. If you don't know, for some reason, Gemini CLI gives you 60 requests per minute and 1,000 requests a day for free, which is awesome. The model you get is Gemini 2.5 Pro with a 1 million token context window, which is awesome. Anyway, now let's talk about the upgrades as well. First, let's start with some of the older updates that landed recently, and then move to the latest ones. Gemini CLI has been getting a steady stream of improvements from the open source community. There have been hundreds of PRs merged over the past weeks, with contributors adding features and fixing issues almost every release. Some of the smaller but useful changes include upgraded support for Ink 6 and React 19, Markdown table rendering, clipboard image paste for macOS, improved privacy settings, and fixes for infinite loop protection. There's also better support for HTTP MCP servers, new themes, and editor integrations for NeoVim and VS Codium. You can now view and change privacy settings with the /privacy command, and the client has more robust error handling for quota and API issues. Now, moving to the more substantial upgrades, one of the biggest features is the introduction of plan mode and implementation mode. Plan mode is pretty straightforward. You give Gemini CLI a feature request, and it analyzes your codebase to generate a step-by-step implementation plan in Markdown. But it won't write any functional code at that stage. Implementation mode then takes that plan and executes it step by step, updating the plan file and stopping for approval if anything needs to change. These modes are both powered by custom / commands, which let you define templates and instructions in TOML files stored in a commands directory. This makes it a lot easier to keep your workflow organized and repeatable, especially if you work on bigger projects or want to automate common tasks. Custom commands have also gotten a lot more flexible. You can now personalize workflows with your own / commands, including argument handling and shell execution. There's support for geminiignore files, which helps control context more precisely, and you can add custom themes to adjust the CLI's appearance. For macOS users, there are homebrew installation instructions, and there's a new /copy command to instantly copy the last output to your clipboard. The CLI also sped up startup time by running model availability checks in the background, and there's hashing-based loop detection to prevent runaway tool calls. Another area that's seen improvement is authentication, especially for headless environments like CI/CD servers. The CLI now supports improved authentication flows, explicit proxy options for corporate setups, and better safety for shell command execution. Numbers have been added to selection lists for easier navigation, and there's improved handling for session turns and nightly version visuals. You can also configure maximum session turns and use environment variables like no_browser for offline authentication flows. Moving on to the newest and probably most notable upgrade, Gemini CLI now has native VS Code IDE integration. This is pretty significant for anyone who prefers working inside their editor. With the new /id commands, you can install the companion extension directly from the CLI. And once set up, Gemini CLI can access your workspace context, including open files and selected text. The big thing here is native in-editor diffing. When Gemini CLI suggests changes, you get a full-screen diff view directly inside VS Code. You can review the changes side by side and modify the code right there before accepting it. This makes it much easier to manage and control what gets updated, and you don't have to switch between terminal and editor. The IDE integration also optimizes context by only sending code deltas after the initial prompt, so it's more efficient. There are new MCP commands for server management, UI improvements for narrow terminals, an approval mode for interactive tool execution, and instant history search with Ctrl+R. File path completion is now faster with FCF integration, and you can configure the context window percentage that triggers auto-compression. On top of that, Gemini CLI can now be used directly in GitHub Actions. You can tag and use Gemini CLI as part of your CI/CD workflows. It can automatically analyze, label, and prioritize GitHub issues, provide AI-powered reviews for pull requests, and delegate tasks just by mentioning at Gemini CLI. There's support for workload identity federation to eliminate long-lived API keys, and since it's open source, you can tailor the workflow or build your own. You get project-specific context from Gemini.md files, and there's a comprehensive cheat sheet published to help you get started. Now, let me show you this stuff in action as well. But before proceeding, let me tell you about Ninjachat. Ninjachat is an all-in-one AI platform where, for just $11 per month, you get access to top AI models like GPT-4o, Claude 4 Sonnet, and Gemini 2.5 Pro. All in one place. I've been using Gemini for quick research, but what's really cool is their AI playground, where you can compare responses from different models side by side. Their mind map generator is a game changer for organizing complex ideas as well. The basic plan gives you 1,000 messages, 30 images, and 5 videos monthly, with higher tiers available if you need more. Use my code KING25 for 25% off any plan, or KING40 yearly for 40% off annual subscriptions. Check the link in description to try it yourself. Now, back to the video. First of all, make sure that you upgrade Gemini CLI to the latest version with the same command that you use to install it, which is the npm install command. So, that's great. Now, just start up Gemini, and let's start with the integration with IDE. You can actually go to your IDE of choice, like VS Code, Cursor, Windsurf, or whatever. And then, in its terminal, you can run Gemini CLI, and it will automatically ask you if you want to install the companion extension for it in order to make it more graphical and have context of your workspace and open files. So, just hit yes, and then just wait a bit, and it will automatically install the companion app in it. Once that's done, it will now know what files you have active in your editor, as well as the chunk of code or line that you have selected, in order to specifically focus on what you want it to chat about. You can also start Gemini CLI directly from the command palette using the Command plus Shift plus P option, and then using the Gemini CLI run registered command. So, that's great. Now, I can go ahead and ask it to do something. Because it can now show you the diff in your code editor, I'm going to ask it to make my README file better. What you'll see is that it will go ahead and start to work, and in just a bit, it will update the file and show you the changes here, allowing you to see the diff and approve or disapprove it accordingly, which is kinda good. Anyway, that's great and works well nonetheless. Now, if we come back to the CLI, you can now create custom / commands as well. To create commands, you'd have to go to the Gemini folder within your project, then go to the commands folder, and then you can create files here. The developers of Gemini give examples of plan and explain commands, and you can use all of them to make it better. You have to create files in this format and use them accordingly. So, just do that, and it should work. Another thing is the GitHub Actions integration. Basically, You can now install it into your CI or CD workflows and make it do agentic coding on the GitHub Action VMs, as well as use it as a tool that you can assign tasks to and make it work accordingly, which is kind of cool as well. You can just run the / command in Gemini CLI for that, and it will guide you through doing it. That is majorly how it works. You can go ahead and use this. I don't get it sometimes because Jules is also supposed to be the same thing, and Gemini CLI is also now supposed to do the same thing. So, yeah, it's a bit of an issue. Anyway, there's that. That's majorly about it. There are some small things which I have already told you about before, so you can check that out yourself. I am really liking it now. The system prompts seem to have been improved as well, which allows it to be quite a bit better now. It's quite on par with Claude Code, while being free, which is quite awesome. You can go ahead and check it out as well. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, share your thoughts below and subscribe to the channel. You can also donate via Super Thanks option or join the channel as well and get some perks. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.